Entwined Hearts. Chapter 1. A Chance Encounter. The gallery was alive with the hum of conversation and the soft clinking of glasses as patrons savored their wine, admiring the eclectic collection on display before them. Amidst this sea of strangers, my gaze settled upon a painting that made my heart skip a beat, an abstract masterpiece teeming with vibrant hues and swirling shapes, each one telling a story yet unknown to me. The artist's name, Amelia, was scribbled in bold letters at the bottom of the canvas. It wasn't just color that captivated me but the fragile beauty exuding from every brushstroke, as if each stroke held secrets I yearned to unearth. My eyes lingered longer than politeness dictated, and yet, I couldn't tear them away. There was something in her work that resonated deeply within me, an essence akin to the pages of a well-loved novel waiting to be written. I took a breath before mustering the courage to weave through the crowd towards it, my feet carrying me on autopilot toward that captivating art. As I drew closer, Amelia stood beside it, her eyes tilted downwards as though studying the very soul she had poured onto canvas. Her long, raven hair cascaded in soft waves framing a heart-shaped face, skin kissed by moonlight, an ethereal beauty illuminated only by the gallery's dim lighting. Her smile was shy, yet knowing I'd caught sight of it, a flush crept up her cheeks to match the warmth spreading through my chest. "Your work is breathtaking," I said, surprised at how smooth my voice sounded despite the sudden dryness in my mouth. "It speaks volumes." Amelia looked up, startled, and our eyes locked for an instant before she blinked away the surprise, replacing it with a soft blush. "I'm glad you like it." Her hand traced gentle patterns over her art as if greeting old friends. "I do more than like it," I admitted. "It speaks to me on a level words often struggle to reach." Her eyes held mine with an intensity that bordered on the familiar, though we were strangers. Words can be powerful tools, but sometimes there's beauty in leaving them unspoken. I nodded in agreement, acknowledging her insight without voicing it. We stood there, suspended between introductions, our connection pulsating like the painting itself, alive and untamed. The air seemed to thicken as we both reached for a topic to bridge this unexpected meeting. I broke the silence. "I'm Liam. I write." "Amelia," she replied softly, her voice barely audible over the ambient chatter. We exchanged stories, our voices intertwining as the minutes passed. Her words painted vivid landscapes, of dreams and fears, while my own flowed from a deeper well, secrets hidden beneath the surface of pages. Our conversation resembled the dance of a symphony, each note harmonizing with the other in a rhythm only we could hear. As we parted ways to mingle with their respective crowds, I couldn't shake off the feeling that our paths had converged for more than mere chance encounters. A silent agreement seemed to bind us, urging us forward. Our eyes found one another across the room, and I felt an electric tingle course through me. In that moment, I knew, this connection was not fleeting. Days turned into weeks of stolen glances and lingering smiles until one evening, as dusk settled over the city, Liam approached Amelia at her easel in a quiet corner. His presence was a harbinger of change, stirring an unpredictable tempest within me. "May I ask, what inspires your art?" Amelia's gaze drifted to the canvas before meeting my eyes again, a faint smile playing on those lips that looked painted by the moon itself. "Dreams and memories, often blurring into one." "I understand," Liam said with a gentle nod. "My stories are born of similar obscurity." A shared glance spoke volumes about our common ground. His words tumbled forth like autumn leaves, weaving tales I wanted to read for years to come. The gallery faded behind us as we stepped outside under the starlit sky. Underneath the sheltering branches of a gnarled oak tree, our laughter intertwined with the night air, and our souls began to dance in synchrony. "I write about love," Liam confided, eyes ablaze with secrets yet untold. "Love that's quiet, yet deafening." "And I painted," Amelia completed his thought with a gentle smile. Our breaths mingled as we leaned closer, the tension humming between us palpable. A soft, unexpected kiss against her cheek was met by a flutter in my chest and an unspoken promise of more to come. The gallery's lights dimmed, leaving only starlight as our companion, marking the end of this first chapter in our journey, one that had yet to unfurl its full tale. I brushed my lips against Amelia's skin once more before departing into the night, carrying with me a lingering sense of what if. Little did we know how entwined our hearts were about to become. Chapter 2. The Unspoken Promise. Days blended together like the colors on Amelia's palette as we found ourselves lost in conversation over coffee and late-night discussions. The city outside transformed from concrete jungle to a backdrop for our evolving bond, our laughter echoing off alley walls. Our dialogue wove an intricate tapestry of trust, weaving words into a symphony that resonated deeper than any melody ever composed. Amelia's passion ignited something within me, the drive to craft tales where emotions weren't relegated to mere sentences but felt as deeply as her paintings did. The lines between writing and art blurred in our shared dreams, with Liam's stories painting vivid scenes and Amelia's canvases telling them. This connection sparked an unspoken dialogue that resonated deep within us both. One evening, beneath the same oak tree where our first kiss had taken place, the air vibrated with anticipation. We sat in comfortable silence, observing the world spinning around us, as Liam pulled out his notebook and read from a new chapter, lines I felt more than saw. My hand found its way to hers, sending an electric current through both of us. The brush strokes of our hands melded into something more profound, a language that didn't require words. Our first kiss was a whispered promise under the celestial canvas. It left me breathless and craving the next page in this evolving tale we were penning together. We stood up, the world tilting ever so slightly with the weight of what had just transpired. Amelia's laughter, a melody I would never tire of, echoed against my chest as she nestled into me. "Thank you for tonight," she whispered before our lips met again beneath the starlight. Days bled into weeks, and each meeting was an exercise in vulnerability, the silence between us bridged by understanding. The city became an orchestra to our symphony, laughter, whispers, and the occasional brush of skin against skin as we navigated this newfound connection. Late-night talks turned into tender caresses, the passion simmering beneath our words a promise that threatened to boil over. Chapter 3. Hearts Entwined. In the embrace of an autumn night, the air was alive with an unspoken hunger. Our love lettered itself across moonlit pages and canvases, each new chapter entwining us further than any single line or color ever could. Hands moved beyond the realm of friendship to explore territories best left untitled, hearts that had found their company author. Liam read his latest work, each word painting a scene where love wasn't just depicted but felt like the brush strokes on her canvas, a symphony that only we understood. I leaned in close and whispered how she inspired me, as his fingers traced the lines of my face. We'd found our own literary style, an exchange of breaths and gazes. We were no longer two souls meeting by chance, but the protagonists of each other's tales, writing love letters on starlit nights, painting with hearts that had finally found their perfect color palette. It was in this sanctuary we discovered a language not requiring words, a symphony born from silence, the brush strokes of our fingers intertwined, and the beat of our hearts harmonizing. The first kiss under the oak tree reappeared, but this time it wasn't just between the lines. We found solace in each other's arms, an unspoken promise fulfilled on that quiet street corner where dreams and stories mingled under the stars. Love was not a tale we spoke, but lived as one, a dance of brushstrokes and paragraphs. One chapter at a time, we wove our love into existence until it seemed there was no distinction between Liam's novels and Amelia's paintings. In that silent sanctuary, we found solace in each other, the pages of our hearts forever entwined, as our own stories came alive.